before we move on, I just want to say that Frances Fisher, like you said, is just great, man. Just a wonderful person. And we've really gotten to know her with her. And we were over at Noreen's house, who's our showrunner. And Frances Fisher told me about this town in Georgia that she lived in and that she fell in love with it. I'm from Georgia and I never heard of this town. I don't want to say the name because I like how small it is and how much land and how beautiful it is. But she told me about this town in Georgia. And when she told me about it, I said, I grew up there. I never heard of this. And so I ended up looking into it. And then that's where I bought land. I'm building a house there. And she was the first one to tell me about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let me tell you my Frances Fisher story. We got in trouble. She and I got in trouble together. So Frances, as I said, as an actor, I'd always had a bit of a crush on her. When I finally got to meet her, what I discovered is she's actually just a really lovely person, intelligent, really charming and witty, very funny. I just liked hanging out with her. We had a great time hanging out on set. And it was when we were shooting the scene you're talking about, where Shorei's walking through the snow and we had this huge crane shot of her going. It was a very elaborate thing happening down there. So Frances wasn't in that scene. Obviously, she's in the next scene where, Shorey knocks on the door and all that. So we're just sitting up on the porch of the house where we were shooting because Frances is out there smoking. And we're just sitting up on the porch and we're just talking. And we're talking about Unforgiven. Yeah, how amazing it was to be on that film and shooting with her husband, her ex-husband Clint, and all that stuff. We get to the part where we're talking about the scene where the cowboy has been killed and his buddies come and they start throwing rocks through the window of the bordello where Strawberry Alice and all her compatriots work. And she goes to the window and she yells back at them that they had it coming, right? And Frances is telling this story. And she's getting more and more excited as she's telling it. And she just yells out at the top of her lungs, "He had it coming. They both had it coming for what they did." And then just way off in the distance, we hear, "All right, back to ones." Just yelled right over the top.
She yelled at them while they're in the middle of the scene.